Yo guys, Kevin Cesario with the C Group. Today I want to talk about the D's of real estate. The D's are typically the reasons people will buy or sell. Some of them are awesome, some of them are horrible, but each of them have their own unique challenges. Let's dive into it. The first D of the real estate process is divorce. Not a good one. Now, divorce adds an extra level of complication, which requires cooperation from both sides during the sale. Both parties must mutually agree on issues. And selling before a divorce means the separation is not public record, and it keeps leverage in negotiating with your buyers. Now, an agent's responsibility in divorce is to maintain an open dialogue between all parties while remaining neutral, reminding everyone of the mutual goal and common objective, and mediating disagreements based on a logical view of the common goal. The second D of real estate is death. Again, a horrible time period in most people's life. Well, when a property is inherited, it must go into probate, which is the legal validation of a deceased person's will. The new owner must submit death certificate and proof of ownership. The time of death appraisal will also establish a new stepped-up tax basis on the property, which can be advantageous for a sale because it deters capital gains, but if you're going to hold the property, it does have a downside in that the property taxes will be increased. What's an agent's responsibility when selling a home after death? Coordinating the necessary legal requirements and paperwork surrounding the property, preparing the property for listing, and actively communicating with the heirs, guiding them as the new sellers through all the obstacles present. Now, downsizing can be a fun D. You've lived your life to the fullest, and now it's time to move to a smaller home and ease into retirement. What to expect when doing a downsizing? Now, one thing to be aware of is Prop 19 allows for seniors to keep their property tax basis and apply it to the new purchase within California. So that's an added benefit. The IRS 121 exclusion also protects against capital gains taxes for people who are selling an owner-occupied property. So, as an individual person, you have $250,000 above tax basis protected from IRS capital gains. And for a married couple, you'll have $500,000 protected above the tax basis. Agent responsibilities for downsizing? Clearly identify the market value of the original property and finding the appropriate fit for the next home while helping navigate the transfer between one home to another while running 2 consecutive deals. And keep in mind, there's always some great strategies like rent backs or bridge loans to help facilitate the 2 transactions at once. Diapers. Now finally on to a good one. What to expect when buying a home because your family is growing? Well, you always have to consider school districts when looking for a home built around a family. Finding a home that fits in the future, something you can grow into, is very important. And does the location in question fit the needs of the buyer? And the agent's responsibility is being a local pro. Clearly identifying the pros and cons of each of the options and locations available, and understanding the needs of the client while finding the appropriate fit. The second to last D is disaster, something we've all unfortunately become accustomed to. Selling a home after disaster will rule out the vast majority of buyers, especially if it's something damaged by fire or natural disasters. Unhabitable homes will not be financeable through a bank, and homes that require major repairs typically won't be targeted by end consumers. Prop 19 does protect those displaced by natural disasters, where they can keep their existing tax basis and apply it to their new purchase within the state of California. Agents' responsibilities while selling a home after disaster: understanding the target market for the disaster homes. Those are typically investors. Positioning the home on the market on its potential versus its current state, and help attract the people that'll actually come in and buy it and know what to do with the home with its current condition. And the final D, unfortunately, is debt. Somebody that can't afford to keep the property or has other expenses that needs to liquidate. What to expect when facing debt? Understand your needs and create a go-to-market plan accordingly. Oftentimes, home listed on the high side of the market don't sell for value and trade very slowly. So make a listing price that fits the needs of you as a seller. Any liens on the property will also need to be cleared prior to the sale. Agent responsibility when selling when debt is an issue: setting clear expectations and forecasting strategies on the go-to-market plan, and charting a course that will fulfill the financial needs of the client in a time period that fits the client's needs. Those are the D's of real estate. Some good, some bad, but all a reality in today's climate. If you're preparing to buy your home forced with one of the D's, talk to a local pro that knows how to help you through the solutions.